Have you ever had that feeling? A deep, unshakable exhaustion that just lingers no matter how much you sleep? Well, today we are opening up the medical playbook on what doctors call burnout syndrome. And trust me, it's a whole lot more than just being tired. We're going to break down what it is, what the signs are, and most importantly, how to find your way back.
It all starts the second your day does. The alarm clock rings, and instead of feeling ready to go, you just feel drained already.
And the whole day is just a grind, right? You power through, you check the boxes, but by the time your head hits the pillow, you are completely and utterly spent.
But here's the really strange part. Even with all that exhaustion, there's this weird hollowness, this feeling that deep down something's just missing.
So let's get one thing straight right now. What you might be feeling, it isn't laziness. It's not a lack of willpower. It has a name, and it is a real medical condition. It's burnout. See, this isn't just you. It's a condition that doctors have identified in millions of people. So in this explainer, we're going to dive into the major warning signs and, crucially, the real path to getting better.
Okay, so your body is basically sending out SOS signals when it's pushed too far. The trick is learning how to listen. So let's get into the 5 biggest warning signs of burnout that you absolutely need to know.
First up, the big one, a relentless, soul-deep exhaustion. We're not talking about the I need a good night's sleep kind of tired. This is the kind that a weekend on the couch can't fix. It feels like your battery is just permanently at zero.
So what's actually happening here, medically speaking? Well, doctors call it nervous system overload. It's like your body's internal alarm system has been ringing for so long that the wiring has frayed. It's stuck in the on position.
Now, sign number 2 is a little unsettling. It's this feeling of being emotionally numb. The good things don't feel that good, the bad things don't even feel that bad, you're just there, disconnected. It's like you're watching your own life from a distance.
And believe it or not, your brain is actually trying to protect you. It's so overwhelmed that it starts turning down the volume on everything, all your emotions, just to cope. It's a survival mechanism, but one that comes with a pretty heavy price.
Okay, on to number 3. Have you noticed you're catching every single bug that goes around? That's not a coincidence. All that chronic stress weakens your immune system, making you a magnet for colds, the flu, you name it. You're just constantly getting sick.
The 4th sign is all about brain fog. You're trying to work, but you just stare at the screen. Simple things feel impossible. You can't remember names or details. It's like trying to think through mud.
And there's a real physical reason for this. Those stress hormones we talked about, when they're constantly flooding your system, they literally start to interfere with the parts of your brain that handle focus and making decisions. And that brings us to sign number 5. And honestly, this one is a massive red flag. It's the ultimate paradox. You are completely exhausted all day, but when you get into bed, you can't sleep. Or you do sleep, but you wake up feeling like you haven't slept at all. From a medical standpoint, this is a sign of a major cortisol imbalance. Cortisol is your stress hormone, and it's supposed to follow a natural rhythm. When that rhythm is broken, your whole system is basically at its breaking point.
So, why is it so important to spot these signs? Because burnout is not something you can just power through. If you ignore it, you are risking some really serious long-term damage to your health.
And the medical research on this is crystal clear. Letting burnout go unchecked can lead directly to chronic anxiety, clinical depression, and even physical problems like heart disease. This is your body screaming for help. Okay, that was the scary part. But here's the hopeful part. Just like there are clear signs, there is a clear, doctor-approved recovery plan. And it's not about working harder or being more motivated, it's about healing.
And this right here, this is maybe the most important thing to understand. You cannot hustle your way out of burnout. It's a medical issue. It needs recovery, just like a broken leg or the flu.
So, what does that recovery look like? Well, doctors have a pretty clear 5-step playbook. 1. Get a serious sleep schedule. Non-negotiable. 2. Actively, intentionally reduce your workload. 3. Gentle physical movement like walking, not intense workouts. 4. A digital detox. Give your brain a break from the screens. And 5, and this is huge, real mental rest. Activities that require zero effort. The path back from burnout doesn't start with some huge life change. It starts with something much smaller. It starts with just thinking about rest in a totally new way.
Look, if any of this has felt familiar to you today, just acknowledging that is a massive first step. You're giving a name to what's happening, and that is where getting better begins.
So I want to leave you with this one last question. We're always told to give 110%, right? To push our limits. But what if real strength isn't about pushing harder? What if it's about knowing when it's time to stop and save a little bit of that energy for ourselves?